Hey everybody, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I just got out of the movies again. Yep. This is another mobile movie review, and I'm going to talk about Unforgettable, which really is probably the wrong name for this movie because it's not that good. I mean, it's not that bad, but I'll be honest, if I was going to tell you to go see this movie, I would say wait for it to come to cable or wait for it to rent. To see it in the theater is kind of disappointing for the money. I mean, I always go to the matinee, which is like $5 or I think it's $5.25 or something like that. So I don't pay a lot to see the movie, but still, I want my money's worth. And in this case, you get Katherine Heigil, Geoff Stults, and Rosario Dawson. And Rosario Dawson and Geoff Stults are I don't want to say newly formed, but they're a newer formed couple. And Katherine Heigil is Geoff Stults' ex-wife. Well, Rosario Dawson moves from Northern California to Southern California to be with her beau, and start their life together more or less. They've also got Geoff Stults and Katherine Heigil have a daughter between them, so she's part of the family too. That they need to get used to this new family unit to be in. And honestly, Katherine Heigil wants nothing to do with the fact that her husband has moved on. She's stuck in basically neutral right now. She doesn't want to think that anyone else could love her husband. She still wants to be part of her husband's life. It's 2 years after they've divorced. But it's just, this is supposed to be a thriller. And when you think of thrillers in this case, you think of stuff like Fatal Attraction, Pacific Heights, The Hand That Rocks a Cradle, stuff like that. And this movie took a long time to go from mundane to the thriller part. And even when it got to the thriller part, the intensity wasn't ramped up as far as it should be. In fact, I thought there was a lot of holes in this movie that I just couldn't believe that no one would question a lot of the stuff that was happening, and that was my problem with this. It's like, wow, you're telling me that something has happened and no one's checking the facts, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The other thing that kind of bugged me about this movie, and it's becoming a trend lately, and I wish Hollywood would stop with this trend because it bugs me a lot, and that is the movie starts at the beginning. Or at the end, I mean. The movie starts at the end, and then they go 6 months earlier, or 5 months earlier, and they build you up to that point where it's like, okay, get over it, just start at the beginning, go to the ending for me. I don't need to know how the movie ends. That kind of ruins the movie for me in some cases. And in this case, we kind of know what happened, and I don't know. Don't get me wrong, the acting was great. Katherine Heigil, Geoff Stults, and Rosario Dawson did a great Rosario Dawson did a great job. Cheryl Ladd is in it. She is Katherine Heigl's mother, and she looks good for her age. Now, all that's nice, but they just didn't get the intensity that I was looking for. The thriller part of this, even when like the big stuff is happening, I just didn't feel that it was all there. I asked Mama Wolf what she thought of this because she saw it, and she said she'd give it 2 3/4 chainsaws out of 4. And she's being a lot more generous than I am because I'm going to give it like 2 1/4. I said 2 1/4 when I talked to her. I said 2 1/4 to 2 1/2. But the more I think about it, it's 2 1/4. It's an okay movie. This is one I definitely say this is a rental. If you want it to be a rental date movie, you can. But if you really want to freak someone out, watch Fatal Attraction. That's all I have to say about it. I mean, it's a better movie. Pacific Heights is a better movie. If you haven't seen that one, I recommend that. But yeah, this movie, I can't say much more about it. It's not because I don't want to give anything away. It's because it was a disappointment. So with that, I gave it 2 1/4 chainsaws. Mama Wolf gave it 2 3/4 chainsaws. I'm the 13th Wolfman, and of course, I'm on the prowl. Always like, subscribe, share, and comment.